Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have a special guest, and that is Mr. Synsei Inc., aka my brother, my actual brother.
Yo, what's going
uh,
on? What's going on, everybody? You know what I mean? Vor, thank you for having me on the channel. You know what I mean? Very,
Thank you for being on my channel. You know what
hey
I'm
man,
saying?
very appreciative, bro. I'm happy to be here for real. So I mean, y'all know me, Sensei. I'm here doing first collab of many with my brother. Y'all gonna see me on his channel a lot.
Yeah.
Again, this is my blood brother. We live together. My heart, my soul, everything that I work hard for, pretty much. So
Okay.
I just really appreciate everybody for showing him so much love, for supporting him. And if you're coming from my channel, make sure that you subscribe to him. He has great content on his channel. You can go watch his other videos. He does everything himself. He scripts himself, edits his videos himself. I'm very proud of him. So make sure you check him out, man. I really appreciate it. What we doing today though? What we here for?
Man, today we're doing something I don't see often. Everybody does the bounty videos, but we going through the every bounty they've ever had from the start of the story, from when they were introduced to right now, and then we are going to look at what we think they're going to do in Wano and give them a bounty prediction post Wano. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So we going through the whole timeline to give bounty predictions. Everybody does the bounty videos, but I thought it would be interesting. I gave some advice and thought it would be more interesting if we go through the kind of time lapse or timeline of their bounties and their increases before we give our actual prediction and discuss that. So who's up first, Vor?
The first one is Night of the Sea Jimbei.
Big Jimbei the
Yes,
goats.
sir.
Okay. So it says he got his first bounty when he was introduced, pretty much, and it was a
Yeah.
76 million berry. So after he got recruited to the Sun Pirates, right? And it says this was due to his association with Fisher Tiger and his participation in numerous battles against the Marines. So, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. He was with the Sun Pirates, their infamous pirate group. Fisher Tiger, infamous in the world. They had a bunch of battles against the Marines. So I mean, 76 million for it to be his first bounty. That's
Not
pretty.
bad.
That's pretty high for real. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
crazy.
so how you get a second bounty though, Vor?
Basically, when it was raised to 250 million for unknown reasons, we don't know, but it is most likely due to his acts against the world government as the second leader of the Sun Pirates. So he probably kind of, I don't want to say inherited the bounty, but as the leader of such a dangerous group, they probably just gave him that bounty.
For sure. And then he got a current bounty, 438 million, bro. He really out here with it for real. Currently, I think, no, it's not even. I think for a fact has the second highest bounty currently in the Straw Hat Pirates, next to Luffy, of course. So after he left the Seven Warlords, his bounty, of course, gets unfrozen. And when he shows up to Wano, we see his epitaph, his name and stuff, and he has a 438 million bounty. So I guess the question now is, what has Jimbei done? How do you feel about his performance on Wano? How do you feel about the world government being here? Because the world government, a lot of people are like, how are they even going to know what the Straw Hats have been doing? And we've seen the CP0 literally looking at everything the Straw Hats are doing. They're watching everything.
Yeah. They have freaking, I don't know how they're doing it, bro. They have intel on everything in Wano right
Yeah.
now. They have.
It's the Marys, bro. I feel like it's probably the Marys, bro. Like, I would assume that they're getting intel back from the person that's controlling those. But so for people that are like, oh, they might not even know what the Straw Hats are doing, that's cap. Like they're literally watching.
Yeah,
So
they know how many people are on the battlefield and how many people are dead from the battlefield. So they know everything, bro.
facts. So how do you feel about for Jimbei though? Like what would you say his bounty may increase to due to what he's been going through and doing?
So I want to bring up an interesting point, which was in one of the magazines, and basically somebody asked Oda, how do second command or how do commanders get their bounties, especially someone like Big Mom that doesn't leave the country often or whatever, and how do they know where to scale their bounty? And Oda basically said if they're a part of a Yonko crew, they get some of their bounty from the captain from just being under there. So I wanted to ask you how you feel about him getting an additional boost from being, a Luffy subordinate
Yeah,
post
I
Wano.
think every Straw Hat's going to get a boost just
Yeah,
because after this, undoubtedly, the entire world is going to see Luffy as a Yonko.
yeah,
Big News Morgan's already wanking him after Whole Cake, calling him a fifth
yeah,
emperor. But I believe after he defeats Kaido, if the Yonko thing is still a thing, because
yeah,
some people say the Yonko system might, falter, which is, could happen. However, that doesn't change how dangerous he is.
yeah,
And how dangerous he is in the perspective of the world government and the Marines, of course. To me, all the Straw Hats are going to get boosted
yeah,
because of Luffy's feats, regardless of their own feats. So I
yeah,
think they're going to get a small boost for their own things that the CP0 have seen, but the majority of it's going to come from being a part of taking Tuyanko down. And
yeah.
that's a pattern that's going to, follow most of these Straw Hats. For that reason, I'll let you tell your number. I think that Jimbei going to 750 million or around that range is where I would feel comfortable.
Crazy. That's exactly what I was gonna say because like a little boost from beating who's who, and then an additional boost from just being a subordinate of Luffy
Yeah,
and getting that, just getting that, that I don't want to call it Yonko boost, but Yonko subordinate,
yeah. Because in my mind, I don't believe Jimbei is going to a billion. I think that
Yeah,
Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy will be the only ones to go past that number.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You
So
think you think in the series Jinbei's will be that high or
in
no?
the series, maybe. I think that this could be the last bounty increase. Like, I
Mm,
think that we see at least. I think maybe we may get it in the series one, like after the story's done, epilogue type thing, where it's like, oh, these are the Straw Hats now as they look older. This is
right.
what their bounties are now. Maybe. But as far as like current story where they're this age and things like that, I don't think they're gonna get another one. But
Yeah,
that's just how I'm thinking. So we're
I
kind of in
was
agreement.
yeah, I was gonna say 750 to 800 million
Yeah.
was my
But yeah, we're in agreement with that, and that's fine. So the next one, Big Brook for real, the Soul King.
big broke.
I mean, says he had his first bounty after taking over as the Rumbar Pirates captain after the death of Yorkie, and he obtained a bounty of 33 million despite being dead for 49 years. The Marines managed to connect the resurrected Brook to the still alive Brook on the poster picture and discover that he also joined the Straw Hat Pirates, thus revealing that his bounty is still active. How do you get a second bounty though, Vor? Let's talk about his current bounty for real.
His second bounty came from him simply being a member of the Straw Hat Pirates. His bounty was raised from 33 million to 83 million after the Dressrosa incident, so he didn't get an increase until then. That poster has been upgraded to use that of his concert. So
Okay, yeah, because you remember in the the 3D2Y stuff, he
yeah,
had the whole thing where he was doing the music stuff and he helped those group of people out. Remember he was in the cage and stuff. He had that whole thing.
yeah, yep,
Um, so they used that picture, Soul King picture, which I think is fire anyway. So
yeah,
83 million. I think for me a little bit low. I think Brooks a very
yeah,
clutch straw hat, especially with stuff that he's done in Whole Cake. I think he deserves more than 83 million.
sure,
However, he has not been doing much Wano wise, right? Like he hasn't had a 1v1.
yeah,
He did help Brook with the Black Maria subordinates that came out in the most recent chapter and in the last chapter, but he's been more of a support again, which is not a problem because Brook is usually a support character. He
right,
usually clutches up and helps others, so I'm not mad
yeah.
at that. I think, well, actually, I gave my number first last time, so let me get your thoughts and let me hear your number first this time.
Man, this is a tricky one for me because like I think I don't see anybody else he can fight one on one unless I'm just missing someone off the top of my head. So I don't know if he'll have a one on one fight opposed to just him just helping out everybody, just being there, kind of like what Marco was doing before he got in his 2v1, kind of just helping everybody out, facilitating stuff for like the lower end, fodder to like the mid tier Straw Hat level pirates. So I'm thinking 200 to 300 maybe. I feel like he
200.
does deserve more than that though, but I don't know how it'll translate to what he's doing in Wano.
Nah, I definitely get what you're saying. The 200 to 300 is kind of where I was at. I was gonna say 250. I think he deserves more than 250. However, the Straw Hats, like, this is the thing. The dynamic of the Straw Hats is very different than certain crews. Very similar, in my opinion, to like how Blackbeard is doing things. Right. Not in the sense of devil fruits and stuff, but in the sense of he just has very unique crew members, but he has a small amount of crew members, right? It's the same thing with the Straw Hats. They have very unique members, but not a lot of crew. As we look at like the Kuja Pirates, right? They have like an entire island worth of crew members. Like the Kuja Pirates are a crew that have a lot of fodder, not a lot of unique characters. Because of that, I think that it makes sense. Some people might think, oh, it's 250, like for all of them to be like 250 and higher is kind of crazy, and it is crazy. However, they have to realize that there's not a lot of like fodder members on the Straw Hats. They all are unique, individual, have their own character arcs, and they're all powerful in their own right. They're all useful in their own right as well. So I think 250 to 300 is kind of where I could see them going to. I think for me, Brook is worth like probably like 400, 450 maybe.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like that's what how much I think he's worth. But if I'm being realistic, I'd say like 250, 300.
Because like you gotta look through the perception of the government. Like not everything we see is what they see.
Nah, for sure.
It sucks. I feel like he is definitely worth more, but I agree. It's like 200 to 300 million.
Someone that's worth a lot. Is somebody we're going to talk about in a little bit is Robin. We'll talk about that, and I feel like Robin's probably the most disrespected Straw Hat when it comes to bounty. But it's crazy. But we'll get to that in a minute. But first, we got Big Cyborg Iron Man. He got a new epithet now, the Iron Man for real. Big Mom, Big Mom caught him. Shout out to Jarvis and all that. But Iron Man Frankie. He got his first bounty for burning the Pluton blueprints, defeating Fukuro of the CP9 and the 6 in the Straw Hats and in his lobby. He received a bounty of 44 million. What happened for his second bounty though? How we get the current one, big boy?
I'm saying, unfortunately, he had to defeat the GOAT, Senior Pink.
Facts.
Of the the Doflamingo Pirates. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. His bounty was raised to 94 million. And his poster image was used was the General Frankie, so
Facts. He talked about a little bit though. He was like, man, he was kind of a little upset because he ain't get the 100 milli joint.
Yeah, he would have.
He was like, yo, they kind of disrespected me, and I agree with him.
Yeah,
because Frankie again, another clutch Straw Hat, yo. Hey, shout out to my man Ahmed, one of the homies. Yo, he really be disrespecting, talking about Frankie ain't clutch, and I'm just like, bro, like how? Like Frankie be doing this thing for real. Like y'all forgot the Smile Factory? Y'all forgot Senior Pink?
Nice, bro.
What we talking about? Like he hit a willy on Big Mom nose? Like
oh God, bro. People also forget like I think it was I don't know if it was Punk Hazard, but like two of Doflamingo's like subordinates came, like with two of the higher members, and he beat them both by himself.
Punished them for real. Like what we talking about?
I think it was Baby 5 or something like that. One other dude.
Yeah, I forgot the other dude name, but they're irrelevant for real. But it don't matter. But facts. But Wano though, my man been showing out a little bit, bro. Hit the willy on Big Mom face. I know we not getting a bounty increase for that. But I gotta mention it for real because it was fire. You feel me? He ran away from Hacho a little bit. You know what I mean? Which was funny. Hacho ends up getting one shot by Yamato. So I used to think, I was like, yo, Frankie gonna fight the numbers with like Usopp and stuff. Everybody thought that. Yeah. But Frankie got a 1v1 versus Sasaki for real. Like he really out here. And he beat a Topiropo member. So like really let's stop disrespecting him for real. You know what I mean? Like
are you on the boat that Frankie is commander level now? That he's beating?
I think all right, let me think.
Or approaching that?
I think he's commander level, but not like I don't think he is like first commander.
Like lower. Yeah.
Like he could scrap with like he not beating Cracker, I don't think. Nah, he ain't beating Cracker, I don't think yet. But like he's scrapping with him though.
Right.
He's scrapping with him though. Um,
I think he's beating Snack. You think that?
yeah, he beating Snack. Your Rose beat Snack,
Yeah.
and your Rose beat Snack. I think during the time skip.
Yeah, I think
No
it's something
disrespect to your Rose. Not saying your Rose a bum or nothing, because your Rose was doing his thing in Sabaody against the Pacifistas for real. But like, if you thinking that your Rose is beating Wano Frankie, that's kind of disrespectful. So
yeah, I was about to say.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's like for the story, he got to be stronger.
But this ain't power scaling for real. We really can get into the power scale. I think me and Vor are gonna do like a power scaling type video for my channel, at some point.
Crazy.
But I mean, we're gonna really get into it with the Straw Hats, but we're here for bounties, you feel me? And I'm gonna get my number first since you gave yours first last time. I think for beating a Topiropo member and also just getting that inevitable boost from being a part of the crew that beat Kaido, and or Big Mom, depending on what happens. I'm saying Frankie probably, yeah, 94 now. I'm saying Frankie might get to like 400, like 350, 400 for real.
I was gonna say that based off of where we ranked, Brook's bounty and where Frankie is right now, I think it's going to be a considerable amount higher, but it's still going to be a little bit close in that range.
Yeah,
I would say. Because
like this is the thing, we know that once it gets past that, like I think it was once it gets past what was it, 300 million?
300 million.
Yeah, once it gets past 300 million, it's very hard to get like more increase in bounty. Like you gotta do a lot.
Yeah.
So for 350 to 400, I think that's fair. Especially if we're giving Brook 250 to 300, and Frankie also beat a Topiropo member. And the CP0 knows about it. They're there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say like 350, 400. You agreeing on that or?
Yeah, I would agree. I would say more on the higher side, like 400.
Like 400.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really not mad at that. I'm just trying to be safe. You know what I mean, by saying 350, but 400, I can see that, bro. I'm not mad.
Yeah, so, I can see the one, to be honest.
Sure. So next up, yo, we got to talk about one of the goats for real. All the Straw Hats are goats, but yo, after this chapter, yo, Nico Robin is like, yo, debatably, like she top 5 minimum Straw Hats, but you could debate top 4.
Can't even be mad with that, bro.
She really spazzed. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, so she got her first bounty at 79 million when she was a kid. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how she had a 79 million bounty when she's a kid, but she only has 130 million now. Like, I'm just saying, like,
crazy.
That's really crazy for real. They're disrespectful. So, she got it when she was 8 years old. You know what I mean? She got, they claim that she sunk 6 Buster Call ships, which is cap. She didn't even do it for real. And this lobby is revealed as nothing more than a pretext from the government. The real reason behind her bounty is her ability to decipher poneglyphs, which I just got going a small right here, not too long, which is very disrespectful that she doesn't have a higher bounty. She's the only person right now, aside from perhaps Pudding at some point, if Pudding gets ready and unlocks her ability that Big Mom, talk about. Big Mom said Pudding is ready. So right now, as we know, she's the only person in the world who can read poneglyphs. And she only has 130 million berry bounty. The poneglyphs are the one thing that they fear the most.
Nope. And in her flashback, Professor Clover made it such a grand spectacle that, like, yo, Robin, you cannot tell anybody that you're an archaeologist that you can read these poneglyphs, because they literally will kill us for it. And they killed Professor Clover for it, but they only have 100 million bounty on Robin for some reason.
And that's crazy. She got an 80 million bounty after the Ennis Lobby stuff, and then 130 million after the Don Quixote pirates. She helped defeat them. And after, Just Rosa stuff, 130 million. I'm gonna be honest, yo. She deserves a billion berry bounty, in my opinion. I keep saying that, and I don't think that is disrespectful to say.
I was about to say, not even based off of like her strength.
Yeah, it's just the poneglyph stuff.
Yeah.
Because maybe before Vorus, like, they didn't respect the poneglyph stuff as much because they're like, they didn't believe in Luffy that much. Like, he's not getting the laugh tail.
These are just some upstart pirates or whatever.
Yeah, but now Luffy is so close to like he's more powerful enough where he could really get these rogue poneglyphs and really go to laugh tail. So it's like now they need to take the threat of her reading poneglyphs even more serious, in my opinion.
And that was part of my prediction I think after Wano, they'll be 3/4 of the way there to finding all the poneglyphs. So if the higher ups get access to that information, I think they'll just spike her bounty up really high, and I don't think that's crazy to say.
Yeah, I really don't, bro. I'm gonna say this. I think realistically, they might give her like I'm gonna say like 600 to 700 million. I agree with the spike theory you have, but if it goes to 1 billion though, I literally wouldn't be surprised.
Imagine, okay, this is a wild theory. I don't know if I believe it or not. But what if they kind of click, it kind of clicks in their head, and they find her so just powerful, or not powerful in a strength sense, but they find her so powerful to just the world of One Piece or whatever, that they just say, okay, her bounty is just, if you kill her, you get anything you ever wanted. Like they'll make your
Yo,
whole
infinite
life.
bounty.
Yeah.
That would be crazy, bro.
I don't know if I believe that. I low key, that was a theory going around that the Straw Hats were gonna have, like all like the top three or whatever we're gonna have, like in the series or whatever, when they finally,
Like if you get them, you can have anything you want for real.
yeah, it's
That's
not even
crazy.
like that would be crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna say 900 million.
All right.
I'm gonna say.
You gonna jump out? You gonna jump out there with it?
Yeah, jump out there.
All right, Vorsi jumping out there with it for real. All right. Yo, next up we got Tony Chopper. It says here on the wiki, cotton candy lover. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never heard this before, but
Never heard that.
that is kind of crazy for real. So Chopper is one of the most disrespected Straw Hats as well. I said Robin was, but low key it might be Chopper for real. They think that he's a pet still, which is crazy.
Bro.
He got a 50 bounty, and then he got a 100 bounty after Dressrosa. They still think he's like their dog for real.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I guess the question for Chopper is, you think he's getting a real bounty after this, or do you think Oda's gonna be funny again to double it to 200?
I honestly wouldn't be surprised at either one of them, but the CB0 watching Wano kind of might maybe believe that he might get a actual bounty, because like he's done so much in terms of like the ice only virus and everything about, and he had the vaccine and everything. So I think he might get an actual bounty this arc, hopefully at least.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a real bounty. It's like, I don't know, bro. They be disrespecting Chopper for real, and the community disrespects him. Oda be disrespecting him. Nah, Oda don't disrespect them, but like I think Oda just really tries to big up the cutesy part of Chopper, which makes sense, because a lot of people that like Chopper like him because he's cute. A lot of like a lot of women like fans and stuff like that. But I'm gonna say if he gets a real bounty, I would say it's not gonna be crazy high because he's going from 200. But I could see him having maybe like 100 million, maybe, or like 150 or something if he gets a real one. But for sake of the meme, I'm gonna say 200. What do you think he would get if he got a real one?
I also think that he might get like 90 to 100 million. But for memes, I will say 201 bounty.
200. All right, bet it up. Say less. All right, so next up, we got a big one coming up. We got Vince Smoke Sanji, Black Leg. You feel me? That's what my girl called me for real. Black Leg for real. So he got his first bounty after the events at Ennis Lobby. He defeated Jabra, of course. They gave him 77 million. You know what I mean? And that was kind of funny because like the picture wasn't even him for real, remember?
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah. Then after Just Rosa, he got the 177 million. You feel me? He went crazy. After Just Rosa, he got 177 million. Helped out with, Just Rosa. But remember, before Whole Cake happened, his bounty went up to 330 million because of his father. You remember Judge? He raised the bounty up and changed it to just alive, not dead or alive, because he was trying to capture him for, the wedding. Yep. So everybody be like, yo, Sanji got a more bounty than Zoro. But I mean, that was Big Judge for real. You know what I mean? No disrespect to Big Sanji for real, but I'm just saying.
No disrespect, bro.
Sanji, to me, he's fighting Queen. Queen has a bounty of, I think, was it 1.27, I think?
something like that. Yeah,
My man Big Sanji, to me, bro, he going to like 1.1 to 1.3 for real. Let's talk about that.
I think he might as well.
Like,
Honestly, man.
he beating Queen. You know what I mean? He did his thing against a little stuff against Page One. You know what I mean? I don't know if that'll get included, but you know he did his thing for Wano for real. I don't think that'll really matter. I think the stuff that's gonna matter is the raid stuff. But if he beats Queen, and especially if he has anything to do with CP0, because some people are thinking like he might have something to do with the CP0. Maybe he'll fight one of the leaders or something. If they get involved, I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. But if he does, bro, if he fights Queen and he fights one of them, I think, man, he gotta at least get 1 billion, bro. I feel like anything less is disrespectful at that point.
Right? Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna say right on the nose 1 billion, but I can't be mad with the 1 or 1.3 billion.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be in between that billion 1.3 range, like somewhere. But I think it's gonna be at least 1 billion.
Yeah,
Like I really believe that.
Especially if like you take into consideration the whole Yanko boost thing.
Facts. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then him just beating not Judge, him beating Queen and the CP0 and everything, seeing it. Yeah,
and people
crazy.
And people know that he's like one of the stronger combatants. I think he was. It was at some point. I can't remember exactly who said it. But they were talking about. I think it might have been Queen, maybe. It was around the time that Queen seen his picture and said that's Judge's son. But someone mentioned that Sanji is in with the like top 3 of the Straw Hat.
Yeah.
Someone said that. I can't remember exactly who it was, but they know that means they know that he's comparable when it comes to combat.
Yep.
So that I think 1 billion is more than fair. I think it's easy. Yep. We don't really even got to.
Especially if we're assuming that Jimbei is below him as well, and we gave
Facts.
him 800 million, and then he's obviously. Most people would think he's going to be below Luffy, Zoro, and everything. He's going to be the third, most wanted Straw Hat. So yeah, I don't think it's crazy.
For sure. So next up, we got Big God Usopp, Soldier King, you know what I mean, or God epithets, you know what I mean. You got current 200 million. Stop playing with Big Usopp for real.
Actually, that was more than I thought. I forgot about his bounty.
Yeah, bro, he went up. You remember because of the dress roast and stuff. He got like credit for a lot of stuff he didn't do for real.
Yeah. But bro, he had the freaking 500 million bounty within dress roast.
Yeah,
you
bro.
Remember that when Doflamingo put bounties on?
Oh yeah, facts. I remember that.
500 million.
Yeah, that was crazy. So we got his first bounty of 30 million at the Ennis lobby. He attacked Spandam. Spandam's a bum for real. Let's talk about that. And then he got a second bounty, in, like I said, of 200 million after he defeated Sugar.
Yep.
And it went up super high for his role in freeing the toy slaves. So that was kind of like his reason. You know what I mean?
Can I just point something out? The world government really gave him a higher bounty for freeing slaves.
Facts. Facts.
That is wild.
It's so wild, bro. It's so wild, especially with what the Celestial Dragons be doing. Like, let's talk about that. But I mean,
yeah, bro,
that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie though. In Wano though, during the raid, Big Usopp ain't been doing too much, bro. He kind of been getting folded. Alti did him dirty. Had his nose looking all nasty, like a bendy straw. So it was nasty. Like he couldn't breathe right for real. Yeah, breathe out his mouth for real. I'm not gonna lie. Had him looking bad, bro. And then he got up though. You know what I mean, shout out to him. But then it's just like he just been more of a support. He hasn't had a 1v1, which is sad. Is what it is though. The Usopp usually gets 1v1s, bro. You know what I mean? Perona, Big Sugar, and all that. But he ain't really get no 1v1. I think at this point he's not getting one. I think he just was meant to help Nami out, which is fine. It's whatever.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets credit for some stuff he didn't do, but that's like on some meme stuff. So I don't want to assume. Not assuming he doesn't get credit for stuff he didn't do, or any type of meme happens. I'm gonna say, just from the Yonko boost and just being a support to Nami. He's at 200 million now. I could see him going up to, I think he's still going to be higher than Frankie.
Right.
Because he's at 200 million right now. I could see him getting from like 500 to like 700 range, like somewhere in between there.
How much did we say Frankie's was gonna be
We
again?
gave Frankie like 450
Okay.
because Usopp has always been ahead of the curve. Now I don't know if it's going to even out. It could be. This could be the opportunity for it to even out. But it's just like, bro, Usopp always be getting high bounties.
Yeah, for no reason too.
For no reason, like the fact that he jumped from 33 to 200 million.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. I wouldn't be surprised though if it was like, if it evened out, maybe a little bit higher than Frankie's. Like Frankie maybe was like 450 and Usopp's like 455 or 460, like just so they can Oda can kind of even them out. But I would not be surprised if he gets like 500 million to 700 million. I don't think he's getting 700. Matter of fact, let me take that off. I'm gonna take away the 700. I'm gonna say between 5 and 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 5. If he does get a higher bounty, like a higher bounty than Frankie, is gonna be like 5. I would say 5 or 550.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, then I don't know. He might just get like 100
Yo.
more million.
Imagine they just keep him at 200.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be foul, bro. But yeah, I can see it either way with Usopp. Usopp's a wild card because they can meme him and wank him up, but they could also be realistic. So it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, especially like, have you seen like the stuff like people are saying the raid resembles like in this lobby.
Yeah, they're making like correlations and stuff.
Yeah, and then like the government's also watching in in the raids, so like there's a chance for him to do something that freaking gets misinterpreted or whatever.
Yo, what if Usopp beats the CP0?
Oh man, that would be crazy.
Yo,
by accident or something too, like.
Facts, he ain't even mean to do it for real. He just did it. That'd be mad funny. But next up, yo, we got Cat Burglar and Nami, the gold digger of the crew for real. Let's talk about it. She got her first bounty after defeating Khalifa, got 16 million, and her second bounty just for just being a Straw Hat pirate for her after Just Rosa to 66 million. So, Nami beat Alti.
Yeah.
Nami beat a CP0 member. I'm not gonna lie, it was a CP0, a Topi Ropo member. I'm not gonna lie though, it was after Big Mom hit her with a Conqueror's coding punch. So, I mean, Alti was probably on 5% health.
Facts.
But you know, hey, shout out to Alti for getting up from a Conqueror's coding punch from Big Mom though.
Them ancient zones, no joke, man.
That durability is crazy.
Yeah.
But Nami got the last hit, I guess. I don't see Nami going up too high, bro. She got 66 million. I could see her like going to like 150 to 200 million though.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. Like,
yeah,
150 to 250 was my guess.
Yeah, I think she'll. Yeah, I don't see her going up like too high. There's not really much to talk about with Nami, I guess. She hasn't done a lot, but she did. You know, she did her thing. She got the Zeus thing. She did technically beat Alti on 5% health for her. But anyways, but now we get to the exciting ones, Big Vor. This your guy right here, Power Hunter Zoro for real.
This is my guy, pal.
Robo Zoro for real. 320 million currently. I mean, got his first bounty was 60 million though. Stop playing with him. He beat Daz Bones, 60 million. Beat Kaku, 120 million. Defeated Pika, 320 million. Also stop disrespecting Zoro's Pika win. Y'all be acting like Pika mad weak, but Zoro really just built different for real. That's why he beat him that easily. Bro. Like, cause like Pika relative to Virgo for real. Let's not act like he didn't, like, come on, bro. Stop disrespecting my man.
They was
like,
both using the same technique as well.
Facts, like, come on. I mean, so stop disrespecting my man Zoro, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. The feats for Zoro are crazy. Like, I'm not gonna cap.
Bro.
Like, bro, rooftop, sovereignty block, Ashura scarred Kaido. Yeah. He's right now at the last stage. Just took medicine to get back up, which means he's either going after Kaido again or he's going to probably beat King. Yeah. I'm not going cap though. Either way you slice it, we kind of have to give two different bounties here. We got to give one if he beats King, one if he helps defeat Kaido, because I feel like there's two big differences.
Yeah, how about to say? My theory for Zoro Wano Zoro is that throughout the story, people have kind of seen him. Some certain individuals have been like, "Oh, is this the captain?" and I think that after Wano, his bounty will push him to be to the world more of Luffy's partner, more than just one of his subordinate, like in the same breath as like Frankie or Sanji or Jimbei or something like that. I think it'll start to push him to be like that Rayleigh figure in the crew. That's my theory as well. So
Nah, for sure.
What'd you have for the King, him beating King bounty?
Yo, all right. So if he beats King, we know King's is like probably higher than Queen's. We assume.
Yeah.
We know that it's at least $1 billion. Marco stated that. He was fighting 2 billion berry bounty men. So I would say that King's bounty is probably like 1.3 to 1.4 most likely.
Yeah.
After helping on the roof and after beating King and after if he's seen as the partner to Luffy at this point, already like you said being mistaken as a captain multiple times, I could see Zoro getting a 1.5 bounty if he beats King. If he beats King, I can see it being 1.5. I'm not gonna lie though. We have to give the perspective of if he helps Luffy to beat Kaido, if he like if it's like Luffy and Zoro get credit for it, that's a whole different thing. I could see Zoro getting like 1.8 to like 2 billion if he gets like credit in the defeat of Kaido as well.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because like man, like I don't think any other time besides if he does help Luffy with that, I don't think any other time is in the story has the government ever seen them in the same light, like helping them side by side, or Zoro helping Luffy side by side. So I think this is gonna be something crazy, and they're gonna finally be like, oh, okay, this is this dude.
Yeah. Now I ain't gonna lie, everybody talking about the Momotaro stuff. We ain't even getting into that for real. That's a whole different vibe, different video for real. But yeah, if he beats King with all the other feats he has, I could see him getting like a 1.4, 1.5. If he helps, like if he actually gets credit for the defeat of Kaido with Luffy, like 1.8, 2 billion, I feel like it's fair. But now, what I mean, man of the hour though, for Big Luffy himself.
Big Luffy
himself, bro. Luffy has the craziest bounty jumps. Like, period, bro. 30 million at first. From the East Blue Saga, 30 million. For the Arlong stuff. Basically gets like credit for the crocodile stuff. Second bounty, 100 million. Jumps from 30 to 100 million. Right? After Ennis Lobby declaring war on the world government, jumps to 300 million. At this point, this is Ennis Lobby. I'm like, God dang. Now, after Impel Down and the Marine Force stuff, 400 million. 500 million after Dressrosa, but this is the biggest jump we've seen yet. After Whole Cake getting wanked by Big News Morgan, jumps from 500 to 1.5 billion bounty.
Yo, low-key, Luffy might owe some royalties to Big Hands Morgan, bro.
Facts. Bro, I'm not gonna cap, bro. Luffy's feats are crazy too, bro. Let's just talk about it. Like, oh my gosh, son. He fought Kaido not once, not twice, but about to be the third time. He's probably gonna be the one to get the credit for defeating Kaido. That alone, we could stop there. That alone is like crazy. But I think he's going to get wanked again, bro. I can see it happening. I can see him getting wanked. If Big Mom loses too, I can see them being like Luffy and friends. Like, they're probably not even gonna name nobody else, bro. Defeats like Big Mom and Kaido, like, bro. Yeah. I'ma just say it. Luffy going to like 3 billion.
I mean, bro, his bounty in from Dressrosa to Whole Cake, it tripled, right? Yeah. So I don't think it's crazy to say it can double or even a little bit more than that. So I'm gonna say 3 billion to be safe, because I'm trying to look at it in the correlation of like Blackbeard, right? Because Blackbeard's like 2.2, I think. Yeah. So I could see it going to like 3. I don't think they're gonna put him too higher than Blackbeard. Right. Like I don't think he's getting like 4.5 already.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
I don't see that, but I'm gonna play it safe and say like 3 billion. I think 3 billion is like, okay, he's a fresh Yonko. He ain't like a seasoned Yonko yet, you know what I mean? He ain't up in the Shanks Big Mom Kata where we got like 4.5. Like, he ain't Roger yet where it's like 5.5. You know what I mean? Nothing like that yet. He still got some ways to go, but he definitely in that talk. So I think, for me, 3 billion is safe. What you think though?
I'm gonna go on a little bit more and say like 3.2.
3.2.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at 3.2. I'm not mad at 3. It's basically the same. It's close.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah,
it's close. It's close. I mean, it's a 200 million more, so it's not the same. It's still a lot more, but it's similar. It's similar.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of,
you know.
I think we're kind of in agreement with that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So there we have it. Just to go through real quick from the bottom, we had, starting with Jimbei, we said 700 to 800 after Wano. After Wano for Brook, we said, I think, what, 250?
Yeah, I think
Frankie, we said like 350 to 4. Nico Robin, we said, we both were like jumping out the window with her, like 900 to 1 billion.
Yeah.
I feel like that's respectful. We meme Chopper 201.
201.
You feel me? Sanji, we said like 1 to like 1.3.
Yeah.
I mean, Zoro, if he beats King, like 1.3 to like 1.5 ish. Yeah. But like if he beats Kaido type beat, or helps beat Kaido type beat, like 1.8 ish. Usopp.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna raise my bounty for Zoro just a little bit. I'm gonna say like 2.1.
2.1. All right. Hey, I ain't mad at it. For Usopp, what we said for Usopp? Oh, we said like 400 to what, 600 or something like that, around there.
Yep.
Nami, we said like 200, 250. And Luffy, man, 3 to 3.2 for real. And I think that's more than fair for Luffy. That would put, let me add it up real quick, because right now they have a total bounty of 3.1 billion, 3.161.
Yep.
That would put them at, let me add it up real quick. That would put them at around like 6 to 7 billion, bro. Like close to, like as a total bounty for the whole crew. I mean, it's insane, bro, but like, if you think about everything that they've done, I don't really think it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they definitely deserve it.
They've been going crazy.
If y'all like this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on those post notifications. It only takes a few seconds and it makes a massive difference.
It's free for real.
Facts. And I think this is going on my channel, so
yeah, we're on the Big War channel.
Even though all of y'all are from Sin's channel, please go and subscribe to him if you haven't.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to me if you have. If you see this in the recommended, like subscribe to Big Sin. You know, Synsei Ain't. I'm gonna be in the description for it. But really, when you go to subscribe to me, skip me for real, double back and subscribe to Big Boy for real. Like, stop playing. It's free to subscribe. Like, if you don't, if you can't afford free, they broke for, ain't they?
That's crazy, bro. You can't even afford free for real.
You can't afford free. Like, get your money up, not your funny up for real.
Hey, and don't forget to watch all my videos 12 times. Facts. Loop it for real. Loop it all
put it
day.
on loop all day for real. Watch all his videos.
Yep, put it on loop and just leave your setup, your computer or phone. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't watch his videos at least 12 times each per day, you smell, bro. Like, simple as that. You know what I mean? If you breathe today, subscribe. If you took a shower today, subscribe. If you went outside today, subscribe. If you stayed in, subscribe. Like, if you ate today, subscribe. Drink water, subscribe. Like, just make sure you subscribe for real. Like, stop playing with Big Vor. Sure. Hey, Vor, thank you so much for having me on your channel, bro. I had a ton of fun. This is one of the 138,000 collabs we're going to do in 2021 for real. So, if you guys, I just want to ask this though, for everybody watching this, if you like this collab, if you feel like me and Vor had a chemistry, you really like this, like, comment, let us know. You feel me? If you want us to do more collabs in the future, let us know for real. If you think this was trash, you don't want us to collab no more, let us know for real. You know what I mean? Like,
facts. Hey, but don't comment under my video. Go on Sin's news video.
Wow, did me dirty for real. Yo, all right, man. As always, I hope you are staying safe and healthy during these trying times. This has been
Vori and Synsei Inc. And I will see you all in the next video.
Peace.